EFCC arraigns former KATSINA state governor over fraud. Police recovers 15 guns in ADAMAWA state. EFCC arraigns son of former Plateau state governor over 5 billion naira fraud. And in sports, ex-Arsenal striker hails former Borussia Dortmund coach to take over from Wenger. These and more stories in a moment. I am Nten Ekpang with the AM News on television Nigerian. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, arraigned former KATSINA State Governor Ibrahim Shema before a high court in Abuja. The EFCC is accusing Shema and 3 others of criminal breach, misappropriating 11 billion naira local government funds. The case, which involves 34 former local government chairmen from the People's Democratic Party, borders on a 20-count charge of criminal breach of trust and forgery. The case was heard amidst tight security. Ibrahim Shema was the KATSINA state governor between 2007 and 2011. The police in Adamawa State has recovered 15 pump-action guns and 123 cartridges. According to the State Police Command, 15 people voluntarily surrendered their guns in compliance with the recent directive by the Inspector General of Police on illegal firearms. In a statement in Yola, the spokesman of the State Police Command, Othman Abubakar, called on those yet to surrender their arms to do so, warning that the command will embark on an aggressive mapping and seizure of illegal weapons. He also cautioned that the police will not hesitate to prosecute persons found with such arms after the expiration of the deadline. Abubakar also directed operators of tricycle, popularly known as keke napep, in the state on the use of inner light at night. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arraigned Nanle Darie, son of former Plateau State Governor Joshua Darie, before a federal high court in Abuja. Nanle Darie was arraigned on a 6-count amended charge of money laundering. Darie was rearraigned before Justice Ijeoma Ojukwu for allegedly laundering the sum of 1.5 billion naira. The case was adjourned to April 27 and May 10 for commencement of trial. The EFCC had first arraigned the defendant in apartment Low Paradise on 27 February on the same charges. The anti-graft agency alleged that in 2013, the defendant failed to report a cash transaction to the tune of about 1.5 billion naira, which he received through the hotel's account. The EFCC said that the amount was above the 10 million naira permitted by law and that the hotel was not registered as a designated non-financial institution. The accused was admitted to bail in the sum of 5 million naira with 2 sureties. Still to come, President Buhari requests Senate confirmation of Southeast INEC Commissioner. And in sport, ahead of the CAP, former Nigerian international advocate alternative to Igalo.
Nigerians have tested political parties, religion and age. It is time to get a bridge builder to heal the wounds. Hassan Dan Kwambo. Under your watch as Executive Governor of Gombe State, you have been able to manage the state's resources in view of the numerous projects so far completed and the low statutory federal allocations accruable to the state. With your landmark achievements in healthcare, youth employment, women empowerment, road infrastructure, pipe-borne water, security, education and agricultural development, we are sure of a better Nigeria. 2019 is not about power or change, but rather it is about Dan Kwambo to replicate his humility and servant leadership. Dan Kwambo, Nigeria. Nigeria, Dan Kwambo.
For almost a decade, the Nigerian army have given their all to ensure that our dear country is not overrun by Boko Haram insurgents. Some have in the process paid the ultimate price, while many will forever live with indelible scars occasioned by their determination to protect the country, no matter the hurdle. Despite these, they have remained resolute and undaunted, and today, all territories the insurgents once took control of have been recaptured and normalcy restored. And now, for the first time in a long time, the end of Boko Haram is foreseeable. Therefore, the wisest thing for the remaining insurgents to do is to surrender today or face total destruction from the army. Remember, the Nigerian army will stop at nothing to ensure that total peace is restored in all parts of the country. So, be wise and embrace peace today or get ready to be ruthlessly dealt with. This message is brought to you by the Coalition on Conflict Resolution and Human Rights in Nigeria. Welcome to Living Treasures Academy. Enjoy a conducive and serene learning environment. Qualified and experienced teachers. Equipped computer laboratory and library. Secured atmosphere. Extracurricular activities. An all-embracing curriculum for total development of the child. Comprehensive education for leadership. Join us today from crèche to secondary levels. Living Treasures Academy, committed to excellence. Thanks for staying tuned. President Muhammadu Buhari has requested Senate's confirmation of Barrister Festus Okoye as National Commissioner representing Southeast Geopolitical Zone for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The President, in a letter sent on Tuesday to the Senate, said the request is in accordance with Section 154, Subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. In another letter, the President also is seeking the confirmation of 23 nominees from different states as commissioners of the National Population Commission. President Buhari is further seeking confirmation of 2 nominees as non-legal practitioner members of the Federal Judicial Service Commission. They are Senator Abba Ali from Katsina and Mohammed Sage from Niger State. It was a gathering of distinguished Nigerians from all walks of life as they convened at the multi-purpose Musa Yar'Adua Center in Abuja to commemorate the memory of a friend. The event, an autobiography of a former minister and diplomat, late Ambassador Matthew Tawo, attracted family and friends to the launch of the book titled Dignity in Service. TVN's Cynthia Agbo was there and our reports.
It was a thing of joy as dignitaries from all walks of life converged in Abuja for the presentation and book launch of an autobiography of Dr. Matthew Tawo Mbu, popularly called MT Mbu, with the title Dignity in Service. The book, which takes the reader down memory lane, remembering the life and time of a great and extraordinary person who served his country well and was indeed an asset to people in and around the world. The book launch, which had the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, as the chairman of the occasion, was an avenue for everyone to appreciate the achievement of Dr. Mbu. The chairman, in his opening speech, poured out his great admiration for the late MT Mbu.
At 52, I doubt if I have enough knowledge to speak about MT Mbu at 52. But I know that we are gathered here to honor him. I know that honoring him would be to be able to write what his contributions to the history of Nigeria is. Because if you don't do that, I'm taught in literature, as a graduate of literature, that if you don't blow your pipe, let me speak the pidgin in Nigerian pidgin English, if you don't sing your song or write your history, somebody will write it on your behalf.
Chief Job Beckett, who is the publisher of the book, in his words, described the book as one that contains lots of history, something that has been neglected over time.
MT's book, Dignity of Service, contains history, something we have badly neglected over the many years in this country, which have just been found back on the school syllabus. History is crucial, and we must give it focus for it is part of who we are.
Amongst those present was Senator Rose Okoh, who represented the President of the Senate, former Governor of Cross River State Liel Imoke, Senator Musa Adede, Ambassador Ignatius Olesemeka, and many others.
Ahead of the 2019 general elections, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuku Buratai, has warned Army personnel to stay off politics. The Army boss gave the warning at the opening ceremony of the Chief of Army First Quarter Conference in Abuja. The conference, which brought together top Army officers, is aimed at appraising Army operations across the country. Lieutenant General Tuku Buratai revealed that a special court-martial will be set up for officers who get involved in the 2019 general elections. He called on personnel who are interested in politics to resign and pursue their dreams. And in another development, the Chief of Army Staff has disclosed plans to partner with prestigious foreign schools as part of efforts to develop the capacity of men and women of the force. Among the list of schools stated is the Harvard Kennedy School, Boston, in USA. The Chief of Army Staff revealed at the Chief of Army Staff First Quarter Conference 2018 in Abuja. This move, the Army boss stated, will help to drive its vision of professionally discharging its function. Former Nigerian international Emmanuel Amuneke has told head coach of the national team, Gernot Rohr, to look for a backup striker to Odion Ighalo ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Ighalo failed to score in the Super Eagles' last two matches during the international break against Poland and Serbia. The Changchun Yatai striker has scored 4 goals in 14 appearances. Nigeria will face Iceland, Croatia and Argentina in Group D of the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. And in sports, Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has hailed former Borussia Dortmund boss Thomas Tuchel. The 44-year-old, who worked with Aubameyang for 2 seasons, has been out of work since he was sacked by the Bundesliga club last summer. Although Tuchel has been tentatively linked with succeeding Arsene Wenger at the Emirates Stadium, he has been widely associated with a move to Paris Saint-Germain in the summer. Aubameyang believes it will be a successful marriage. Aubameyang felt that he had a strong rapport with the German due to his mentality. And on the foreign scene, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg is facing the test of his life in rescuing his company from a deepening crisis over its failure to protect privacy and thwart manipulation. The 33-year-old computer genius, who has been a Silicon Valley star for a decade, is on the hot seat in Washington and around the world, trying to fix pervasive problems in the world's biggest social network. As founder and chief executive of Facebook, with about 2 billion users, Zuckerberg controls the online giant, which has power over an online conversation that affects the news media, elections, and much more. He began writing computer programs at the age of 11 and at the prestigious Phillips Exeter Academy was captain of the fencing team before entering the elite Harvard University. Zuckerberg launched the Facebook.com, as it was then known, from his dorm room on February 4, 2004 with some of his roommates and classmates. And that's AM News on Television Nigeria. And to end the news, a recap of the major stories. EFCC arraigns former KATSINA State Governor over fraud. Police recovers 11 guns in ADAMAWA State. EFCC arraigns son of former Plateau State Governor over 5 billion naira fraud. And in sports, ex-Arsenal striker hails former Borussia Dortmund coach to take over from Wenger. Remember, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. I am Ntem Ekban. Do have a brilliant Wednesday.